Here are 4 hidden signs that you need more vitamin D. Most people would not disagree with you if you told them that more than half of the population is deficient in vitamin D. And that is no different for me either. You see, I live in the northern part of the country, spend a lot of time in an office building and my car, and only get sunshine for about 6 months out of the year. The sad truth is that having a D3 deficiency has serious consequences for good health. So, how do you know if you are vitamin D deficient? Here are 4 hidden signs that you may need to supplement with vitamin D. Number 1, deep bone pain. As we age, it's not uncommon for our bones and muscles to be a little more sore and achy. And I'm not saying just because you're a little more sore and achy, you have a vitamin D deficiency, but bone pain can be an early warning sign. You see, without vitamin D and even vitamin K, your bones cannot absorb the right amount of calcium to create healthy and strong bones. As we get older, it is critical for maintaining bone mass. And if you are lacking it now, it can lead to things like sensitive bones, fractures, and even severe cases of the ever so popular osteoporosis. For aging women, it is common for them to be diagnosed with bone loss and prescribed calcium when in fact they may just need vitamin D. It is also worth noting that people with a vitamin D deficiency are nearly twice as likely to experience bone pain in their legs and joints compared to those with blood levels in the normal range. Number 2. You always seem to be sick and always under the weather. If you seem to find yourself sick or fighting off a bug every month or so, it could be related to low levels of vitamin D. Studies have shown a direct correlation between vitamin D and the strength of your immune system. In fact, one of vitamin D's most vital roles in your body is keeping your immune system strong so you're able to fight off common viruses and bacteria that would cause you to get sick. What's more is some experts believe that vitamin D can even help treat common immune diseases. So vitamin D is something that should not be overlooked when talking about your general health. Number 3, your energy levels are always low and you feel chronically fatigued. Do you always feel like you need a nap or are fighting to stay awake in the later part of the workday? Well, we've all been there for one reason or another, but it can also be because you're not getting enough vitamin D. You see, low levels of vitamin D can make you feel sluggish, and in this case, it is worth making an attempt to increase your vitamin D levels. As mentioned above, it could be many different things, but we have seen examples of people raising vitamin D levels in their blood and these sluggish symptoms vanish. Keep in mind, anything under 20 nanograms per millimeter is considered vitamin D deficient. As always, if this problem persists, please seek medical help. Number 4, chronic sadness and depressed mood. As weird as this may sound, a depressed mood may also be a sign of deficiency. In review studies, researchers have linked vitamin D deficiency to depression, and on the contrary, some studies have found supplementing with vitamin D actually improves your mood. Oddly enough, vitamin D is the only vitamin that is actually a hormone. Once absorbed in the skin, it releases dopamine and serotonin that have an impact on how the brain works. More interestingly, scientists have found traces of vitamin D on cells in the brain where depression stems. If you find yourself in a funk, you may want to consider trying vitamin D. If this is you, I would recommend doing yourself a massive favor and getting outside to get some sun. More evidence continues to surface proving the connection between vitamin D and serotonin. What is being concluded? The higher or lower the vitamin D, the higher or lower the level of serotonin. While that sounds pretty negative, the positive thing is that there are some easy ways to get more vitamin D naturally. Getting more sun is probably the easiest, but you can start by focusing on foods that are high in vitamin D, like salmon, tuna, and fatty fish. Also, dairy products like whole milk, cheeses, and butters, and even fortified foods like orange juice, soy milk, and some cereals. So there you have it. There are 4 signs that your body may be desperate for vitamin D and some ways you can fix it. Have you found these tips helpful so far? If there was a faster and easier way to get vitamin D, would that be helpful? If so, there's one solution I recommend. It maximizes your vitamin D absorption 185 times better than your typical remedies, and it is 100% safe and natural to use. This is only if you want an extra strength treatment though. I've put together a free ebook that outlines all of this as well as the 2 most important things you must know when taking vitamin D. You can get instant access to this by going to bestvitamindaily.com/D3 or by clicking the link in the description below. There's no reason to fight a vitamin D deficiency on your own. You just must know that not all vitamin D is created equal. Again, go to bestvitamindaily.com/D3 and get your free ebook. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to click the icon in the bottom right hand corner of your screen to subscribe to the channel. I have tons of new vitamin content on the way. Also, leave a comment below. I want to know what vitamin supplements help you the most. If it is something that truly helps you, I want to know about it. My name is Rodney, and I will see you guys soon.